Most health professionals recommend losing between 1 and 2 pounds per week as a healthy, sustainable, long-term weight loss goal. Yet when I go on YouTube and type in lose 10 pounds, I find tons of videos of people teaching you how to lose 10 pounds over the course of a month, or 2 weeks, or a week, or 3 days, or even 1 day, which by health and fitness professionals is not recommended. For 3 months from January through March 2021, which was 12 weeks and 5 days, I ended up losing exactly 11 pounds. It was pretty easy. I never really felt like I was on a diet the entire time, and I want to show you how I did it so that you can do it too and have healthy, sustainable weight loss that you can carry over for months and years to come instead of relying on crash diets, which inevitably end up leading in the weight returning. And I know that from experience because when I was losing over 100 pounds myself, I tried just about everything. And all of these crash diets for me ended up in weight gain returning. And I don't want that to happen to you, so here's how you do it. The first thing you need to do is find your maintenance calories. That's the amount of calories on average you need per day to maintain your weight, not gain weight, not lose weight. Now, this is going to be, by definition, a bit of an estimate, and it will fluctuate day to day based on your daily activities. However, it's a pretty good base number and one that we can work with. I ended up calculating my needs at 2,910 calories per day, which sounds like a lot, but I'm a pretty big guy and I was pretty active during these 3 months. So that's a lot of calories that I would need to fuel not only my body, but also my activity. The second thing you need to do is you need to set your daily calorie deficit. That's the amount of calories under your maintenance goal that you're going to be eating so that you can lose a predetermined amount of weight. I decided that I wanted to try and lose 1 pound per week, slow and steady approach, which means I would need to be in a 500 calorie per day deficit. So I set my daily caloric goal at 2,410 calories. To help me manage all of this, I ended up using MyFitnessPal, a calorie tracking app that you can easily download onto your phone and is widely popular and widely used. Additionally, because I'm a bit of a data nerd, I made an additional Excel spreadsheet where I put in my daily calories. The reason I did this is because some days I ended up eating more calories than my goal. For example, one day we ended up making vegan protein pancakes for brunch, which ended up having 1,470 calories in it, also 67 grams of protein. And that day I went over my caloric goal. Another day we made some carrot cake, and each slice of carrot cake had 417 calories and 8 grams of protein. And that day I ended up going over my caloric goal. But that's okay, because in the context of a 3-month challenge, I was able to compensate for that on other days when I would eat a little bit less. If you find this video helpful, consider hitting the like button. It means a lot to me and it really supports my channel. Over the course of the 3 months, I ended up maintaining my goal calorie deficit and ended up losing 11 pounds. And again, this did not feel like a diet. I was able to end up eating a lot of food and in pretty high quantities for a couple of reasons. One, I largely focused on foods that were not calorically dense. So think vegetables, mushrooms, and some fruits as well. Additionally, I was preparing most of the food at home, so I had a big level of control over the ingredients that I was putting into each and every single one of my meals. Eating at home in general is one of the best things you can do for controlling the amount of calories that you're eating and putting into your body. Some of my favorite meals during this time included a gigantic pasta dish which had 986 calories and 59 grams of protein. We made a chickpea burger with tons of roasted vegetables which had 1,023 calories and 43 grams of protein. Rice and beans, my absolute favorite meal of all times, and a gigantic portion of it was 789 calories and 35 grams of protein. One of my staple go-to breakfast was an Icelandic-style yogurt with some fruit and some honey, and that had 596 calories, but 57 grams of protein, which was huge. We were also able to enjoy some delicious Mexican food and even non-alcoholic drinks. This meal in particular had 782 calories and 38 grams of protein. More pasta, definitely to fuel a lot of the runs that I was doing. 786 calories and 41 grams of protein. And, of course, some snacks every once in a while. Some nachos with bean and cheese dip, which was 753 calories and 21 grams of protein. Now, I know all of this information because it's conveniently stored in MyFitnessPal, and these recipes I can repeat over and over and over again. As far as my training during this 3-month period, for the month of January, I was doing a lot of resistance training here with my home gym, a lot of pull-ups, deadlifts, squats, rowing, and some chest exercises as well, but definitely lifting focused. In February, I was doing pretty much exclusively yoga. And in March, I was doing a lot of walking and jogging and taking a little break from the lifting to let my back and shoulder heal from a little nagging injury that I have. With or without physical exercise, you can still do this strictly by tracking your calories. If your goal is weight loss, nutrition is the one thing that you should be focusing on the most. Much more important than your training. Nutrition plus training is certainly the best option, but it can be done by focusing only on your nutrition alone. Just remember that the slow and steady approach does work, it works really well, and in the long term, it's going to be a healthier and more sustainable approach to weight loss, especially considering that once you do lose the weight, you're going to want to keep it off. And by doing it this way, you're going to get used to eating an appropriate amount of calories for your new, leaner body, and you'll have developed better eating habits and hopefully some better training habits along the way as well. Good luck with your health and fitness journey. I wish you all the best. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. Hey, babe. I can hear you humming. La 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 la.